What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another CCA podcast. We are live in Lake Hiawatha. This is Bar Wars. 3 iron sharpens iron. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be phenomenal. My name is John McLeod in the building with my main man, 250 grand. Q Friends. Q, what's up, baby?
Man, New Jersey's about to be on fire right now. It's cold in New York, but like I said, we're in New Jersey, and we're about to turn up the heat right now because it's going to be a battle upon battles. It's going to be one for the ages right now.
Jersey is finna bring it. I think all the athletes are ready and prepared. Here we go.
9,
Getting ready to change the game here, folks.
6, 5, 4,
We have
3,
Jay and Gleam. Here we go.
Let's work.
Gleam is in the mask. JT has the dreads. And we're
So
off.
far. Wow, he went up so high, he almost cracked his skull on the roof.
Like I said,
Amazing.
I expect these muscle-ups to be knocked out pretty quick, as well as these push-ups.
Absolutely. This is the beginning, so every athlete is completely fresh. Q, one thing that's really cool about seeing dreads fly, we know another dreaded athlete that does that amazing.
Shout out to the legendary beast himself, Lord Vital.
Yep. Check out the pace, Q. Talk to me
The
about
pace.
pace and timing here.
It's about pace and breathing. You want to pace your breathing with your push. Judges seem to be satisfied with these pushes. We have one break. There we go. This is when the competition starts, when these athletes start breaking their rhythm, start to reset.
And now these athletes just completed 10 muscle-ups. Now they have to complete 50 push-ups on the bar.
Remember, any one of these athletes could do these 50 push-ups alone, but they just did 10 muscle-ups, which also includes a push.
Yes,
So,
at the top.
not to mention they're the first to go. Nerves are involved. They're a little bit cold.
Yeah. And
Just-
then following the 50 push-ups, whoever finishes first here, they have to go back to the bar for 30 pull-ups. There we go. Here's the transition.
Here we go. We
again.
got our first. JT's up first on the pull-up bar. He's taking his time against pacing himself, using the time that he has, waiting for his other athlete to be prepared to do the move.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Chin over the bar. And making sure we continue to be locked in on what is important. That is the chin over the bar and you lock out at the bottom. Body is locked in one motion from the bottom to the top.
And, of course, no kipping. This is not CrossFit, ladies and gentlemen. This is calisthenics. We emphasize strict body movements.
It's absolutely beautiful. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe here, folks. This is the CCA broadcast, the premier broadcast for anything easy money, anything barrier bar calisthenics, and, of course, anything CCA and Las Vegas Bar Stars, LV Bar Stars. We got some amazing events coming up for you this year. But today, we are in Lake Hiawatha.
That's right. New Jersey, they have 30 pull-ups to complete before they move on to 100 squats. Let's see what these legs are doing. There's a lot of emphasis on upper body in calisthenics, but let's see what these legs are going to do.
Absolutely. That is the difference maker. Can you crank out these squats and change the game and win? It's 100 of those. They're on the pull-ups portion, and they have 100 squats. Whoever finishes the squats first wins.
And again, these athletes have been training with each other. These are training partners, so we're seeing true iron sharpens iron right now. It's funny. It's going to be interesting to see who pulls this one off because I think these athletes are going to be heading to another competition to compete against each other in the near future.
Absolutely. We got so many different competitions coming up, so many things to be excited for. and so many athletes getting ready to change the game. This is a different level of competition when you have to be this locked in and focused.
All right, we are. Jay is onto the squats right now. He has 100 of these. I saw this man knock out a bunch of squats in the last Easy Money event. He is a squat machine.
Yes. He needs to keep his head up, and he needs to keep his chest up. But as far as the judge is concerned, he's counting the rest because he's breaking the L motion, the 90-degree motion, and locking out. Any thoughts?
I like what I see. I mean, like I said, the judge is the one that's going to dictate what counts and what does not count. So far, Maul is not getting. It doesn't look like he's taking them any off. I see he's using my counting system with the hands, which is great. So
can you explain that system for us?
Oh yeah, every 10, you use one finger. So
simple,
he
but
has.
Incredibly effective.
That's right. You got 10 fingers. That's 100 squats.
He's already on 60, by the way.
That's right. So right now, his job is just to finish. He could take a break right now, but he is not. This is one of his things. He loves to do squats, and he's going to finish it out.
And he stopped at 70. 30 more squats, and Jay will be the winner.
And of course, JT is the more veteran competitor. Both athletes have completed at least 2 events at this point. This is their second. This will be their second and third event. But definitely Jay is showing that he's the better athlete right now.
If you remember in Bar Wars 2 last summer, it was JT that helped bring home the win with squats and static holds.
Absolutely. And he's showing you why he's one of these athletes that you need to watch out for. New Jersey is showing that they're ready for the Universal Bar Games right now and showing that they're as strong as everybody else right now.
It's absolutely incredible, the level of focus. His legs are burning. His heart is done. And just like that, JT has won it. And we're getting ready to go over to Q in a few minutes, who's going to interview JT, the winner of the first battle.
Gleamore.
Oh, excuse me, Gleamore.
Yeah, JT is the winner.
Yep. Thank you for that correction from some family in the crowd. Gleam won the battle. Gleam is the athlete that won the battle.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely. That is Gleam.
Correction, folks. Gleam is the winner from Team Easy Money.
There's a high endurance routine right here. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to get to the mic, count y'all down. Back to y'all, CCA.
Here we go.
Again, we got Jersey and the representatives in the building right now.
Jersey versus Jersey.
7, 6.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Game time. Go. Hey, okay.
They're off. Sadista is putting a little extra effort into his muscle ups.
Yeah.
While Wolverine is just taking it nice and smooth. Let's see what method works the best.
It's going to be a very, 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 very interesting battle. Is Sadista going to pay for the energy he's exuberating now? Is that something that's going to catch up to him, Q?
Oh, absolutely. As long as he's breathing, he should be fine. But we're going to find that out. We're all going to find out how good his stamina really is as soon as they get to these pull-ups once again.
The burpees are a full-body workout that are absolutely demonic in nature. I don't like them at all. You know this very well. Anybody that knows me knows I don't like it. But I'm telling you right now, it is a phenomenal exercise.
All right, so
Sadista is back on the bar.
Nice communication with the judge between Mal and Wolverine right now, letting him know that he had to do just a couple more, and he's back to the pulls right now.
Yes, and they have 30 of those pulls in order to get to the next stage, You see the high bar for 40 dips, followed by 50 push-ups, and a finisher of 5 muscle-ups.
Now the method is you do as much as you can do. That counts, and you take your rest. You try to take a short rest and do ones if you have to, but that's last resort. You're trying to get as many pulls as you can before you start breaking.
Absolutely, day in and day out, it is just one of, I love this sport because it's one of the sports in the world that you have to use your every fiber of your being to exuberate strength, to exert strength, to push out strength. This is a level of strength and endurance that a lot of athletes haven't seen. You see Wolverine slightly just dropping down a little bit to give his body some rest. Q, what do you see?
I see them breathing hard. That's what I see. They're breathing
Indeed.
hard. They have to slow down, maintain that composure, and get that breath in sync. Get that breath in sync. This should be the moment when you should get your rhythm back and get your breathing back, because you have 40 dips coming up after this. Immediately after this, you got 40 dips.
So you see Wolverine gripping for air, gripping for energy. Sadista.
This is what I tell you about those burpees.
Yeah,
The
they
addition of
slow
those
down.
burpees changed the way they breathe.
And you know, Q, I was concerned about the level of energy that Sadista was exuberating, but was pushing out. But he's on dips right now.
It's working for him. We're just going to find out if it lasts.
Now check this. TD just corrected Sadista. That's right there is what you want from a judge. You want to make sure, he wants to make sure that you're doing every single rep accordingly and making sure that you're knocked out perfectly so no reps get left on the bar.
That's right. Your judge is not your enemy. Your judge should be your best friend, because he's going to tell you what you're doing wrong. And you need everything to be right to win this competition.
Oh, absolutely. You need everything to work out the way you need it to work out, the way you trained that it would work out. And if you didn't train enough, it's going to come up and show here.
Oh, yeah. Calisthenics is the best way to expose someone's weakness, because this is the purest form of strength. It's moving your own body. So there's no excuses. You can't hide it. Everybody sees it in the moment. And this is the best way to prove that you've been training.
Yes, absolutely. See, one thing I'm not really a fan of is when you get tired, the kick and the kip. That needs to be corrected, because then the pulling motion is not going towards your back. It's a momentum shift.
That's right, and we are against momentum. You have to do the pull. Let those lats, let those biceps do the work. Those lower extremities should not be used to help the movement at all.
That has to be corrected. Wolverine has to be corrected. He can't be allowed to do that, because that is nothing but legs. We have to be able to go straight down. And right now, Sadista is now on the second to last movement, and that is 50 push-ups, while Wolverine now is entering the middle battle with the dips.
See, the thing with this is we have push followed by push. So, in essence, Wolverine can catch up. But how well have you been training your push? Because you got to go from 40 dips to 50 push-ups. You can literally catch up if your push is one of your main exercises that you do. We're going to find that out momentarily.
Absolutely.
So Sadista is in a great position right now. He just has to maintain composure. Again, he's watching his competitor trail. But if he kills these dips, he can catch up. We're going to find out.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of rest now. And it's going to take sets of 5, sets of 6 in order to push through and being able to catch up.
During the pull-ups, we realized that it was their cardiovascular. We saw them breathing heavy, hanging over. Now their cardiovascular seems to have slowed down. Their heart rate has slowed down a little bit. Now it's all muscle fatigue right now at this moment.
Absolutely. And one of my favorite parts about what's happening today is there's a level of training there's a level that they got to in training. And today they're way past that.
Oh, yes.
They are way past that, into the oblivion, to quote some Disney, into the unknown.
My partner, John.
I have
With
2
the
kids, so
Disney references.
don't even come for me in the comments. I have 2 children that are beautiful. Shout out to my beautiful wife,
yes.
Julie, and my beautiful baby boy Jax and baby girl Abby.
Tell me you have kids without telling me you have kids. That's how it's happening right
man.
now. Now, an interesting fact, Sadista is known for his push.
Yes.
So
it's clean, by the way.
that's right. And while Wolverine is known for his muscle-ups, that's their specialties. So right now, it's looking favorable for Sadista, but he has to execute.
This is very true. One thing I didn't like to say is like we need to be able to, as athletes, push and maintain form, maintain the cleanliness of the motion, because that brings in the danger of injury.
That's right.
And calisthenics is the one sport in the world that can preserve you over time, but if you do it correctly.
Key word is correctly. Now, also using those push-up bars. You have to force yourself to keep those elbows close to the body. That's the safest position for your body. If your elbows start flaring out, it may cause more injury to your shoulders. And you see Sadista already has tape on his shoulder.
Absolutely.
But right now, we're just looking at muscle fatigue. It does not look like an injury-related issue. And he's already back to the bar. He has to do 5 muscle-ups to win this competition.
This is it, the last stretch. In his mind, he is thinking, I am in the final round. I just watched Sadista shake. I just watched Wolverine shake his head. There is one for Sadista.
The first one is up.
Oh.
I hear TD saying less swing from the athlete. If I was him, I would get off that bar and the rest because he has all the time in the world at this point.
Yeah. Wolverine is taking in a lot of air. Is only doing a few reps at a time. Here we go. We're coming down.
He has 3 down right now. 3. 4. He has 1 more before he wins this competition.
There we go. Oh, he has 1 more. He can take his time. And he can coast to it. He's smiling right now. He's excited. All right.
There it is.
Oh!
We gotta love that.
Don't celebrate before you have it now. No, that
chicken wing.
That cannot count.
That
cannot count.
We want all vegan reps. No pollo today.
That cannot count.
No chicken wing.
At all. We cannot allow that. We cannot allow that. If you fail here, you fail. In the words of Drago from Rocky, if he dies, he dies.
I don't know why he's rushing it. He could take 2 whole minutes.
No.
He might as well take a whole minute right now.
We are not giving that. We are not giving that. Now we have a battle. It's time to see what Wolverine can do. Can he come back? Because Sadista can't get this last rep.
That's right. And we're not giving him any shorts. The judges are not giving him any shorts. He has to do it correctly. It's a must.
There's a lot of swing.
And it's over.
All right, y'all. So for our next battle, we have 2 very elite athletes. Can y'all be quiet real quick? We got 2 elite athletes. We got Carlos over here from Greek Fitness, and we got Styles repping Team Empire. Okay, this routine right here, this is going to set the tone for our main event, but this one right here is not for the faint heart as well. We got 10 muscle-ups. They got 50 dips with the 45-pound plate. Back to the bar, 30 pull-ups with the 45-pound plate. Then they got 50 push-ups on the bar and ending it with another 10 muscle-ups.
All right. Both athletes starting off with the same kind of energy. Let's see how long it lasts.
And let's see what we absolutely can do. This is amazing. 10 muscle-ups, and neither of them are stopping. Jumping down off the bar, this is literally turning into a race cue.
Now, this transition here, when they have to attach the weights with no help, will play a factor into what's going to happen today. But not right now. When they get to the pull-ups, that's when we're going to see this take place.
So, folks, they just finished 10 muscle-ups. They're doing 10 dips now with the 45-pound weight. And Carlos is the first to go. He has speed, he has form, he has strength.
Remember what I said about this transition with this weight. We already see problems with Styles right now. He has to make that transition quicker.
Yes, let's bring back the issue of stamina. It takes stamina. When you come out of the gate blazing, you have to be strong enough and endure enough to maintain the pace that you set, or like you always say, Q, you have to adjust.
That's right. Now, these athletes have to break 90, or no, get to 90, so the judges are looking for the shoulders to get the same level as their elbows, and they have to lock out at the top with that 45-pound weight. Trust me, 45-pound, it could be 10 pounds. It makes a difference. They have to do 50 of these dips.
50 dips with his 45-pound weight. We're live in Lake Hiawatha, New Jersey. This is Bar Wars 3. Iron always sharpens iron.
That's right, broadcasting right live from Boss Life Gym. The boss couldn't be here today, but we are holding it down for him.
As he always says, boss life
or no life.
All right.
That's right.
This is incredible. What can we say? But this is amazing. Look at the veins popping out of Styles, biceps, triceps, all over. He is engulfed in this. He is locked in. And Carlos is still going. He had that amazing pace in the beginning, but now has slowed down, taken a couple of breaks, and he's focused.
Once cardio kicks in, once fatigue kicks in, that's when the competition starts. The fact that you can't see the athlete now, they're both facing away from each other, so you don't even know what the other athlete is doing until you realize he has moved on.
Yes.
So that plays into your head, but you still have to do what your body is capable of doing. It's your competition to win. It's you against you.
The best part about it is that somehow, Styles finished. Remember, he was late. He was late to the dips, but somehow he finished before Carlos. How you start is not always how you finish.
This is the first time we're seeing someone come from behind in the battle. I'm curious to see if there's a chance for another transition. So, in the beginning, Carlos was leading. Now Styles is in the lead, but let's see how this plays out, because he is now coming from the back, in a sense.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful motions here as we watch Styles pull up and now has surpassed Carlos. Not sure how many reps Carlos has left, but he's taken a couple of breaks and he is trying to catch up.
Now, unlike the last competition where they had to go from push to push, dips to push-ups, they have pull-ups in the middle. Is that a break? Absolutely not. Your arms are still fatigued. You're not using the same muscles to push as you are to pull, but your body, the stress on your body is a key factor. And remember, you added 45 pounds to this exercise. Huge, huge, huge difference.
Oh, man. Imagine having someone hold on to you as you do something that you absolutely have to do. In this case, you absolutely have to do every single one of these pull-ups, 30 of those, in order to get to the next set. And there's that 45-pound weight pulling you back every step of the way.
That's right. Now, both of these athletes have told us that their specialty is muscle-ups. Now, we saw them blasting off those first 10. I don't think that same energy will be there for that last 10. But we will really see what a specialty is like. All right, so Carlos is still on that dip bar, but he's just now transitioning to the pulls. He has to catch up. He knows this. He knows this. His job is to stay focused and execute.
Absolutely. He is ahead now, but that doesn't mean that he is closer to winning. That means he must maintain his pace, maintain the lead.
Carlos has to lock out a little bit more.
Yeah, we would love
Make
to
sure
see
it's definitive.
We would love to see the full lockout on those pull-ups.
You see, there's a different athlete that comes out when you've already done so much, but you still have more to go.
Now again, the athlete doesn't know what they're doing. It's up to the judge to tell them what they're doing right or wrong. They should be locking out the bottom, chin over the bar.
Absolutely. That is the rule. That's a staple rule for everything that we do in this game. Every movement must be full range of motion, none of that. So when we see that, you have to correct it, and the judges so far are doing what they can, but these athletes need to also take responsibility for that.
That's right. 30 pull-ups is what they need to do to move on to the 50 push-ups. And right now, Carlos is in the lead. Styles is in the lead. Carlos is playing catch-up right now. But I still say Carlos is in a good position as long as he's able to get through these pulls without wasting too much time.
Yes, that's the mentality you have to have. You have to be able to look at yourself as the perspective is, hey, I can see where you are. You can't see where I am.
That's right. And again, they're looking at each other right now. They're face to face. They see what they have to do. These push-ups should be quick.
And now we see Styles is dropping the weight and now heading over to the push-ups. He has 50 push-ups, no weight.
All right, so he's doing the one good thing. Take a break, catch your breath, maintain your composure. Make sure all of these reps count right now. We need full lockout, chest to the bar on every single one of these 50 push-ups.
Absolutely. And as Carlos continues his pull-ups, this is a very interesting combination here. He was in the lead and now is playing catch-up, coming from behind.
He's at 40 right now. 40 straight. 40 straight. That Spartan's training looks like it is paying off right now.
And in one clip, he finishes and he's going to the muscle up.
He's going to his specialty.
This is what he does best, folks. And he saved the best for last.
Like I said.
Here we go.
Are we looking at our come from behind victory right now? It looks like it.
But remember, the last time we saw come from behind victory was in Bar Wars 3 when the host, Bo Easy Money, came back.
That's right, in Bar Wars 2, he came back
and
pulled off one of the best comeback victories I've ever seen in a long time. So right now, at Bar Wars 3, Styles is here to change it up right now. Carlos got stuck on the dips. He took advantage.
Look at that. He has to hit 10, and this is over. He was behind. He is now ahead.
I know if Snoop is watching right now and the Spartans team is loving this, the members of the Spartans team that helped him train for this event are jumping for joy right now. It's electric in this building right now.
And this is exactly what we love about this sport. This is not a game. This is life. We are in the building and we're watching Styles do something that we haven't seen in quite a while. Come from behind with weight on his body and now is trying to run through the tape. Not a single deduction yet on these muscle-ups. He's continuing to go.
That's right. He's all vegan muscle-ups right now. No chicken wings at all.
No chicken. He has 2 left.
2 left.
2 left. And he gives a salute to the team in the back. Gotta love it. Amazing, amazing battle. 2 left. He has all the time in the world.
I think the fumble with the weight might have been the time that he needed to calm down.
The rest you were talking about.
That's right. You calm down, you refocus, you realize, all right, I'm fumbling to do something that's so simple.
Yeah.
So let me calm down.
Definitely not for the faint heart, y'all. We got weighted reps and we got some weightlifting in this one. So this is what it's going to be. We got 20 muscle ups, 30 deadlifts with 135, 50 dips with the 45-pound plate, 30 squats with 135, 30 pull-ups with the 45-pound plate, and 100 push-ups. You're welcome. So, again.
Iron sharpens iron. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Here we go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Game time. Clean. Clean.
They're in sync. This looks like synchronized muscle-ups right now. Make that an Olympic sport.
What I love about both of these athletes, it's not just that they're the biggest, but their heart is one of the strongest, some of the strongest hearts in the game. Miguel is a warrior. Cato is a monster.
You know what it is? They're two of the most well-rounded athletes. Both athletes run. They do weights. They do cross training. You know, and that's the beauty of calisthenics. Calisthenics prepares you for all of this because it builds that core foundation.
It is the one sport in the world that builds you over time.
Absolutely.
For everything.
Safely, if done properly.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. The safest thing that we can do is make sure that the best thing we can do is make sure these athletes are safe as they perform. Another break done by Cato, and Miguel is going back. Notice the lockout, and then he's going back. He is elected to stay on the box before he goes back up for his reps.
It's always interesting to see what Miguel's style is like at every competition. I think in every competition, he gives us a little something else. He has a little dye in his hair in one color. He changes the color of his hair. He might bring out the game shirts.
And I love the style as Cato transitions over into the deadlift. They have 30 of those with 135 pounds.
That's right. Now, this weight should be easy for them to remember. It's all about reps, though. They have to do 30 of them. Let's see if they actually break with this 135 pounds. And again, you're looking at that beautiful work from that bearded beast himself, Prime Focus.
Shout out to my brother Prime Focus, doing the best here, making us look good here at the CCA broadcast. Now I love to see the pace set by each of these athletes as they're giving pelvic thrust on the top of the movement and getting down. They don't have to touch the floor. That was the rule. But now they are maintaining a pace while hitting this range of motion in the deadlift.
Oh.
And as we watch Cato clean, Olympic clean the weight to put it back on the bar, and he straps on the belt.
Did I say that these people are no stranger to weight? That clean and press, he said, you know what, I'm preparing. I'm not going to pick this up later. I'm going to put this where it needs to be for later.
And now Cato's getting ready to transition into 50 dips with a 45-pound plate. And
both athletes are going head-to-head right now. They're pretty much pacing themselves. Cato's taking a little break, but Miguel is going to see how many he can do. As soon as he takes a break, Cato jumps on and knocks out as many as he can do.
Yes, and thank you for bearing with us as the visual is back. Here we go, and you see what's happening there.
That's right.
Cato and Miguel are going at it, and they are locked in. The pace is set. How many of those do they have to complete? 50.
The main event is exactly that. They are showing that this is why you waited for them to be at the end. This is the tightest competition we've had so far. It's anyone's game right now.
Yes, if the decision for who's going to win could be made right now in this moment.
That's right. Immediately after these dips, they have to get under that bar and squat that 135 pounds for 30 squats. If you hear people counting down, that's the training team. That 3-2-1 is the amount of rest they want him to take before he gets back on that bar. And if anybody has tried this, it is difficult, especially during a competition.
You cannot argue with the level of commitment as Miguel is now in the lead slightly, heading over to the next motion, and that is 30 squats with the 135 pounds.
And Cato is already there. His bar is in place, and you see why he did that.
Yes, Very smart strategic move by Cato. He's already started his squats while Miguel had to put the bar on the rack.
That's right. But again, you see these athletes, this is like synchronized reps right now. They are staying so close. I see them peering off and looking at one another. But again, it's what your body is capable of doing.
And the beautiful, crazy part is that Cato has not put the bar down. There is something inside of him that is saying, my opponent already took a break. If I continue to go, I can win.
That's right. That's right. What you got to do is focus, 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 focus. Forget what he's doing. Make sure you get to these 100 push-ups in a good time and in a good position. But you have 30 pull-ups with that 45 pounds waiting for you.
Imagine that. 30 pull-ups.
And Cato's ready to go.
Is ready to go. He is ready to go right now.
Right.
I'm not sure what Miguel is going to do, but he has time if he paces himself correctly, because Cato's taking a bit of a rest, because it takes a lot out of you.
Now this rest, he might regret this rest, because if Miguel gets to that pull-up bar and and his performance is better than Cato's, we might see a switch.
Cato has already started.
And again, we would love to see that lockout.
And Miguel, I'm not sure if Miguel is done. But he's pacing himself up. He's done. He's getting ready to put back on the belt.
Pacing himself. He understands what position he's in. I don't know if he's counting how many reps Cato did, but he knows that he's close enough to take the win. He just has to lock it in right now.
He throws the weight on the block because he wants the shortest range of motion to try to pick that up and lock that thing in.
This may be a mental game in Miguel's part. Take his time, make it seem like he's giving it in, but he's actually resting. He's resting. He's preparing those lats for these pulls.
That is a very, very interesting take, Q, because Miguel may be resting up enough to crank out enough. Check out that pace by Miguel. He might have nailed it.
There it is.
He has 30 of these.
There
if he
it
goes
is.
10 a clip, 5 to 10 a clip, not sure where Cato is.
This is very interesting right now. This might be that big transition point.
We also have to mention, you brought up the 100 push-up finisher. He could finish it. It can be finished where Miguel catches up with the push-ups by doing a 50 clip.
Right.
He already has 100 in his belt. But after all of this, he minimum might have 50. Minimum.
Now remember, they had 2 exercises before their last push exercise. So triceps and your chest had a little bit of a rest. So hopefully they can crank out as many as they can. And I expect to see at least 50 if they actually had the rest that they did and they've been training as well as they have. The first athlete to hit 50 may be the winner.
Amen to that. Let's see what Miguel is going to do. He's still behind. He's taking a significant rest, but let's see what number he hits. There's 2, there's 3, there's 4.
Now, I commend both of these athletes. Their breathing are on point.
Yes.
Their cardiovascular is on point. They're breathing well. They're taking good, deep breaths. It's fatigue, but it's manageable fatigue.
And one thing our producer just told us is that Miguel was actually dealing with COVID.
Yes, sir.
And it took away a lot of his strength, and it did a number to him. But he healed up, fully recovered, started training again, and now he's out here working his butt off today.
That's right. This is actually his, like you said, his biggest test after his bout with COVID. And he said he recovered well, but he felt the difference. But he's here to prove that he's back to normal right now, and this is probably a good test for him to realize if he's back to his usual self or not.
Yeah, it's a amazing and strenuous test, but a test nonetheless.
It's one and one show right now. Everybody's cranking out these ones.
And Cato has now transitioning to the final exercise, and that is the push-up.
100 push-ups will get you the win. Like I said, let's see how many he has right off the bat.
3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, the judges are telling him to tighten up that core. He had a little bit of sag in his back. Yep.
So he has 10 under his belt out of the 190 to go. And the judge, like you said, corrected the hips, and he needs to strengthen up and bring those hips up.
Right now, he's figuring he can get as many as he can before his actual competitor gets to the bar. His hopes is that the competitor is not going to knock out 50 push-ups straight.
And if he does, we have a game.
That's right. We got about 30, I believe. I think I saw Mal put up a 30 count on those push-ups so far.
Miguel is digging deep, and Cato is running with everything he can toward the finish line, knocking out 5 at a time.
And here comes Miguel. Here he comes.
Oh, shoot.
Here he
This
comes.
is what we were waiting for, folks. This is the beginning of the end. Miguel is moving. He is moving, and he can
10.
literally catch up right here, right now. This is what he's trained for. The level of intensity has risen.
Remember what I said about that athlete trailing? That athlete trailing has an advantage. He knows what he needs to do more than the person in front of him.
Man, I cannot call it or I might spoil it. Here is Miguel. Team games coming from behind and playing 0 games. He is this close to victory. Can he do it?
The heavyweights has this place electric right now. The big guys, the heavier athletes, the 200-pounders are moving like lightweights right now.
Incredible. Just like in boxing, folks. Boxing back in the days, the heavyweights took the show. And today, here in Bar Wars 3 in Lake Hiawatha, the heavyweights are bringing it again as Miguel is moving.
They're doing push-ups on the team, easy money bars. Those bars will be raffled off today. So if you haven't got a raffle yet, send your Cash App. There's an online raffle for these push-up bars that they're using right now.
Absolutely. An excellent structure for doing push-ups. That thing hasn't moved yet, no matter whose weight is being placed on it. Watch Cato. Where is he in reference to where Miguel is? How many does he have left to go?
I don't know what the count is. I'm just looking for the first judge to raise their hand and pick a winner. This is down to the wire. Will we see a come from behind victory, or will we see?
Cato has 72. I'm not sure what Miguel has, but if he gets close, we don't know. Here it comes down the line, and they're coming down the stretch. Who is going to cross the finish line first?
Oh my goodness, the intensity. It's amazing. This is so exciting. I'm looking at Bo's face, and he is loving this right now.
Miguel might be right there at the end.
Miguel.
I've heard it.
Miguel.
Has he done it? Has he done it? Has he done it?
He has a couple more. He has a few more. There it is.
He did it.
There it is. There it is.
He has done it.
There it is.
The greatest comeback win that we have ever seen. How in the world? Never seen this done before. And they have mobbed him. This is insane.
Amazing.
He was coming from behind every single bit of the way. And he came and won.
I'm loving it. This is what I wanted to see. Wow, wow, wow. So you want to know how he felt about COVID? I think he's okay. I think he's okay. I think he's 100%. I think he's back to 100%.
Wow. We thank you for being a part of it and being a part of every broadcast. Stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because we got more coming. We got San Francisco coming up. We got Vegas coming up. And we got more CCA coming up to show you the amazing athletes that come out here. My name is John McLeod. This is my man, cool friends, for everybody behind the scenes and all the athletes. We thank you today. Stay tuned. This is Bar Wars 3. Iron sharpens iron. We'll see you next time.